You already know what it is, man. It's your boy E Watts, man. I got a special guest on here, man. My man, Mando, man. What's good, man? What's up, Dosey, man? What's up, man?
Oh, man, it's all love, man. I'm just happy to be here, man. We've been trying to put this together for a minute, man, so we can politic a little bit, you know?
Yeah, most definitely, man. But you know we here now, man. But before we get started, man, I got to let my man rock, man. My man Money Jake with ESTG, man. This joint right here, man.
This joint definitely.
Yeah, this joint that, man. You know? Yeah, you already know.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm in super mode.
Super mode, you already know.
These niggas acting like they lit when that shit super old. They think a nigga wash your clothes, I got stupid loads. I'm knocking plays off in my rental, I'm in trooper mode. I told that bitch she want a ring, go win the Super Bowl. Stupid hoe, I'm young, I'm turned, I'm litty, got 100 in my kitty. And I don't duck no beef, I keep out 30 in my glizzy. These trying to go for 60, charge you 30 if I hit it. If you
Hold on, man, I gotta bring that shit right back. Hold on, y'all. Just one more time, you already know.
I'm in super mode.
You already know what it is, man. Baltimore Ozone, man. Yeah.
These niggas acting like they lit when that shit super old. They think a nigga wash your clothes, I got stupid loads. I'm knocking plays off in my rental, I'm in trooper mode. I told that bitch she want a ring, go win the Super Bowl. Stupid hoe, I'm young, I'm turned, I'm litty, got 100 in my kitty. And I don't duck no beef, I keep out 30 in my glizzy. These trying to go for 60, charge you 30 if I hit it. If you ain't got that bread, I'm dropping 30 on your fitted. What you know about cooking coke, that shit like rice cakes. Fans hit the spot, they found a lot, but that ain't my place. If you work for me, I pay your lawyer like it's my case. Always ducking tongues, I ain't never had no MySpace. Foolie, why you talking like a big dog?
Cause I am one.
Don't make me catch you in your man to get a
M1.
She hold my brick, she catch my load, she get her hair done. And I ain't beefing about no bitches, we can share one. She selling dope and never let me down. I'm a heavyweight with any plug, we can go pound for pound. Bet I won't be kneeling down. I can ride you any block, the famous junkies flame me down. No, I got that good smack, my trap jumping like Shannon Brown. Niggas acting like they lit when that shit super old. They think a nigga wash your clothes, I got stupid loads. I'm knocking plays off in my rental, I'm in trooper mode. I told that bitch she want a ring, go win the Super Bowl. Stupid hoe.
Notoriously known for getting units sold. I take it personal, you talk to me and knew you troll. They just be acting turn, niggas playing movie roles. Go get his Lolo from a thotty, he like goofy hoes. And if it's her the money, you know I choose the road. Louis Low, white and boy, Ricky Rubio. I got they whole block spent, hard to pick who put it on. Remember Ryan Willa did, we tryna pick a bone. Never not serving while we purging, keep a minute phone. I got a $250,000 jury, I don't work alone. And I got rich, I ain't get lucky, came from hitting on my puppet. I need extra, so I stretched it. I'ma mix it in with something, then we rock all of the watts, rinse the bottom, roll with touching. This what happen when you sandwich bagging pieces out the oven. We early, did he make it barely? Scary grades is muffin. Ain't no friend me until they bury me, nigga, I'm thuggin'.
These niggas acting like they lit when that shit super old. They think a nigga wash your clothes, I got stupid loads. I'm knocking plays off in my rental, I'm in trooper mode. I told that bitch she want a ring, go win the Super Bowl.
Stupid hoe. You already know, man. You know what that? Yeah, Money Jake.
We be coming hard, yo. But we got a black cloud over us, man. They gonna get rid of it, though.
Yeah,
they gonna get rid of it.
See, the way I see it, I see progress. You know,
yeah, it's always progress.
Yeah, from the further back, you know, I think, you know, Baltimore looked at rappers like clowns if you was rapping even further back. If you was in the 90s rapping, they look at you like, hey, what you trying to be, like a New York nigga? Like, you get what I'm saying? And it became more accepted.
Yeah, that too. But I think that we just had a black cloud, man, because for one, man, Baltimore a tough town, right?
Yeah.
And critically, when you we critical as hell. Like,
yeah.
As far as critics are concerned, being critical, we just a tough town. And only just recently, you know, you've been seeing a little support from a lot of the youngins for their artists. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got niggas that love YG Tech. You got niggas that love you got niggas that love what's shorty name, man? Roddy Racks. That's his name,
yeah, Roddy Racks.
Roddy Racks. You got niggas that love all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got niggas that love Money Jake. You got niggas that love Belly. You got niggas that love these dudes. But at the end of the day, it's like even when you go back to Scooter, right?
Right.
Moose, you know, they love them dudes.
Yeah.
Right? They love them dudes, man. Like they really love them dudes. And it's like the hood starting to love them more and embrace them. more than more than before. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, even the YBS dudes, like the hood was Baltimore just a hating town, so to get them to love these dudes is good, man.
Yeah.
They don't, we be having we be like hating each other instead of loving each other. Because I done been down south, you down south, right?
Yeah.
And you see the camaraderie in opposed to the camaraderie that we may have today, right?
Yeah.
And we got to do better. It's just that simple, man. We got to do better.
So speaking of camaraderie, right?
Even with Scola, right? Shorty is mean. I don't mean to cut you off. Shorty mean, man. He done brought some mean shit up, and we gotta support him. And you know what I mean? Because he been carrying it on his back. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, we just need that camaraderie. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right though. So when speaking of camaraderie, because I just had a conversation with Marvin on my last episode, and I was thinking,
my man.
Yeah, camaraderie. I was saying how it was like to me, East Baltimore and West Baltimore seemed different when it came down to camaraderie. To me, it seemed like West Baltimore dudes stuck together more. So, and a lot of times I like to I bring up in your neck of the woods. When I'm just going off of selling cars. I ain't even I'm out even in the streets, but selling cars when I might come up on like Wrightstown and Almond or whatever, and I might be selling a car, and the car might be $3,500. So somebody might only got like 2,000. They want the car, but they only got like 2,000 on them, and they need 15 more hundred. Like 5 niggas they might be like, yo, I need 1,500. Like 5 niggas might be like, yeah, I got 15 on me, or I got, you know what I'm saying? Like they more stuck together. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just the only neighborhood I done been out. I done been in a couple different places where they was like that. Over East Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of times when niggas like, nah, I ain't got it. Like it might be 6 niggas. Nah, I ain't got it. Nah, I ain't got it. So camaraderie, but I'm gonna get back to that because it's almost like I want to interview you because I want to know, and I want my audience to know, as far as your story. I'm gonna work my way back up to that neighborhood because from my understanding. Especially listening to like Valley, his verse and West Side Certified, born and raised in Orchard Mews, but Park Heights where I reside, and I know that's your little brother. So Orchard Mews is that's where y'all originate from. That's like the cousins to Murphy Homes a little bit. But
we originated from Park Heights, right? We originated from Park Heights. We was from the 3800 block of Park Heights. I'm Ricestown Road. Ricestown Road. That's where I was born, right? My brother, Diddy, he was born in the 3800 block of Ricestown Road. By the time we moved to Orchard Mews, Valley was born.
Okay.
Right? Because he the youngest.
Right.
So we ended up moving down there. Back in the day, if you lived in Orchard Mews, that was like a gated community. You had either 2 parents that was working in the household or whatever, because that was like a gated community back in the day. So we felt like we was like
moving on up. Moving on up. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And like my father and my mother, you know what I mean? They was, my father was in the street, but they was, both of them was working in John Hopkins. So basically, you know what I mean? He felt like we was moving on up.
Yeah.
You feel?
Yeah.
So we ended up moving down there. And prior to that, we used to live, prior to that, well, we didn't used to live, but prior to that, we used to frequent Murphy Homes because we lived down there. Yeah. And my aunt used to babysit us over the 1058, 900 bill. You know what I mean? My aunt used to babysit. So that's why I knew all them guys and went to school down there because we moved down there after me and my brother Diddy was born. Okay. And Gerard was born on Ricestown Road. Okay. 3800 block of Ricestown Road. Okay. But after the 3800 block of Ricestown Road, we ended up moving down Orchard Mews. We moved down Orchard Mews. My little brother was born, my youngest brother, which is Belly. Right. So that's why he came with that, born and raised in Orchard Mews. We lived down there for a few years, but my grandmother still lived on Ricestown, and my aunt still lived on Ricestown, and my grandmother still lived on Cold Spring. So we was always Park Heights natives.
Okay.
But he came with the Orchard View because that's where he was born.
Okay.
When he was born, by the time he was born, we was living there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he ended up coming back to Park Heights after we left from down there. We moved back up Park Heights. Because, you know, my mother and them, they end up buying a house up there. And, you know what I mean? That's what happened. So, like, at the end of the day, that's where it came from. So, like, a lot of guys from down Orchard Views, a lot of people from downtown, the downtown area, Sandtown, more so Pennsylvania Avenue and Murphy Homes, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them is my childhood homes. You know what I mean? Because I was back and forth. If I'm staying at my grandmother's house, I'm staying there. If I'm staying at Orchard Views, I'm staying there. But really, in all actuality, as kids, we was more like living down there than we was up Park Heights. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where that came from.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You taught me something though, because I ain't know Orchard Muse was like the I thought it was like the cousin to some projects for real, like because you know
Orchard Muse, right?
Yeah.
Was a gated community.
Okay.
Right? If you moved to Orchard Muse, yo, either your father was selling dope or your mother and father worked and had good jobs. Like I said, my mother and father, they was working for John Hopkins, but my father was in the street as well. So it was like, yo, everybody down there had kind of like two parents. If they ain't had two parents, they had a parent and a grandparent.
Right.
Because like that was like the Mecca of that. They was the first shit that was built that made it a gated community because they had the wall there.
Yeah, they did.
Had the metal gates that you locked. Then they was townhouses. They had a shed. They had an attic. Like that joint was crazy. You know, when you move down
they
there,
got all that.
Like,
see, because I'm thinking about, all right, so Orchard, so by like St. Mary's Street, and it's like St. Mary's like on the back of like Orchard.
But St. Mary's is on the back of Orchard Muse.
Yeah,
so
I know
Orchard
this is expensive
Gardens
right there
was
too.
Across the street.
Yeah, Orchard Gardens.
Oh,
all right. See, I'm thinking about Gardens. I'm thinking about Gardens probably. I'm probably thinking about that.
Orchard Muse was the townhouse.
Okay. Oh, all right. Orchard Muse is the townhouse. I'm thinking about Orchard Gardens, like straight like Java across from Briscoe, like.
Yeah. See, what happened was Briscoe was McCullough Home, right?
Yeah.
When you get to Orchard Muse, right? That's across Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Then when you on Pennsylvania Avenue on the right hand side coming down, that's Orchard Gardens.
All right, that's why I had to confuse that.
And on the left hand side is Orchard Muse.
Okay.
But they was like luxury apartments, and that was like luxury townhomes. That's how it was.
Okay.
Because they was the newest shit down there.
Okay.
So that's just how it happened. You know what I mean?
So I know project niggas used to hop over the fence and shit, like try to steal bikes and all that from like over that.
Orchard Muse niggas is like uppity niggas.
Yeah.
Like we was niggas that, you know, they'd come down there and hang out with us. Come down there, we might start beating with them back and forth. And all the OGs from that Orchard Muse, they hung over the project. But you know, niggas start acting like, damn, yo, y'all over there living like that. You know what I mean? We over here on the roach game, or we over here on this game. You feel me? The mice game, whatever the case may be. But over there was a lot different. Then they used to come down there and hang out or whatever. But Orchard Muse was like kind of a little uppity back then. You talking about the 80s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they was a little uppity, you feel what I'm saying? So it was like if you lived in there, like we was a community inside a community.
Right.
Everybody around there looked out for each other, took care of each other. Like I know all the homies that was from down there that I was a kid with. I know them to this day. Like they was my childhood homies because that's how the community was close knit.
Right.
Now, however it got years later, after I left, that was something different.
Right.
But from being young, right, and then I went to 122.
Yeah, see, that's how I know about
on Preston Street. I went to Booker T.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I went
to these schools. And then I went to Green Spring and all that. You know what I'm saying? Later on, when we, you know, came, well, I was always up Park Heights, but going to school, I went down there until I went to Green Spring.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it was.
Yeah, that's how I even know about Orchard Muse and all that from me even going over Booker T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 122, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to fast forward time a little bit, you know. First and foremost, I seen you, well, I know that you was on the DVD, on the Stop Snitching DVD.
Yeah.
Do you think you was targeted because you was on that DVD?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that I think that I was a part of an organization, right? That everybody knew. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, I was a part of the organization. They labeled it the Rice Organization, gang, and all that, right? But I was a part of an organization that was prominent in the Park Heights area. And, you know, I mean, everybody done their thing. But, you know, this was a situation where they, you know, they had us under investigation for 10 years and, you know, woo, 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 woo. And so I think what happened was when, you know, they end up getting arrested, the two brothers, right? The two Rice brothers. They end up getting arrested. And when they got arrested, the Stop Snitching DVD came to my lap. And me being me, you know what I mean? I felt it was incumbent upon me because of the type of lifestyle I was living and what was going on. I already knew that there was a few niggas that was talking and doing different things with these guys, you know what I mean? And they was my guys. So when it was brought to my attention by the dudes that promoted it, the dudes that made it, or whatever the case may be, I don't have to drop no names, we all know who they are. Right. And it was brought to my attention because of the lifestyle I was living, I felt like it was incumbent upon me to speak up. Right. So when they brought it to my attention, I felt like then at least, that, you know, it's my opportunity to talk to the masses that may be watching, right? Like, these some good dudes, man, and like, y'all really sending some good men in the penitentiary. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. A few dudes that I did know that was cooperating. You feel what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, you know, that's how that came about. And I knew I was targeted because every time you turned on the TV, I was flashed across the screen, you know, brandishing a firearm. So my thing is this, right? And this is what kills me today. Like, they put so much emphasis on me brandishing a firearm. Me, Lord Anthony, a few other dudes that brandish, right? They put so much emphasis on me only because the Rice Organization was under investigation, right? I was a part of the Rice Organization and affiliated. So it was election time, you feel what I'm saying? Right. They used me as a conduit to say, okay, these guys are intimidating witnesses. These guys are drug boys that have been selling narcotics in the Park Heights area for the last 10 years, decade. We managed to get him. We didn't get him yet because they was on me. We didn't get him yet. So we feel like he's intimidating witnesses by getting on that brandishing a firearm, saying, and they added it whatever they wanted me to say to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And if we fast forward to now, you can have any kind of artillery you want on that, without any objection. Right. From the police or anybody. Back then, it was taboo to have a gun on the TV if it wasn't a registered firearm. We talking about 2002, 2004. Fast forward all the way to 2020, right? And before, everybody can carry firearms. It don't even matter. It's no punishable. It's no punishment for it unless you get caught with it. Right. You got it on videos. People with 5 and 6 felonies with these joints. Right. So now I just felt like in that day and time, it wasn't this time. So I felt like I was targeted. Right. I felt like they used me as a conduit to be reelected. You know, Elijah Cummings, all of them, God rest his soul. All the major players at that point that was political, they was using this video with me, Carmelo Anthony, whoever they could name that could get them the vote. You know, we got to destroy this. We got to do this. We got to do that. And that's just what it was. Yeah. So it was timing. It was about timing. So, you know, fast forward time, man, you look like you're in the same environment. You're in the barbershop. Yeah, I'm in the barbershop, but guess what? I ain't brandishing on firearm. That's for sure. Alrighty. That's a fact. Alrighty. So, like, at the end of the day, you know, I'm never gonna reject the message, right? The message was stop snitching, right? Yeah. That was the message, right? Now, in this day and time, the way I live, right, I still live as I used to as far as morals and ethics, right? but I don't live as I used to as far as my actions.
Right.
So, like, I would never tell a dude not to tell. I would just tell a dude don't put himself in a situation where he may have to.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, if you're not cut from that kind of cloth.
Remove yourself. Because
there's no negotiation. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, with me, I just feel like, I feel like that was one of the worst things I probably did in life, right? Not the message, the action.
Okay.
The reason I say that, right, is because when you got kids, right?
Yeah.
And you really begin to understand how this social media, TVs, all this stuff, you know, how this visual work, right?
Uh-huh.
You never live it down. Like, they could never forget that. My daughter could grow up and they'd be like, damn, I know your father. Your father was on the DVD 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Brandishing a firearm. It don't go away.
Don't go away.
And not to get off the subject, but that's why the violence is what it is today, because nobody can accept embarrassment.
Or humiliation.
Or humiliation. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, yo, I'm gonna tell you a joint about me, right? I was in a joint in the feds, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm waiting to go to pre-trial. So, yo, I was in a couple of the counties, you know, waiting, rotating to go to trial or go to court or whatever I was gonna do. So at first brush, you know, until you get caught, everybody think everything's slick. Until you die or get caught. We already know that,
uh-huh.
right? When you die, you was stupid, you wasn't supposed to be there. When you get caught, you should have never did it, right?
Yeah.
Before you get caught, you the smartest nigga in the world, and before you die, niggas like how you move, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just what happens. So when I went in the joint, I'm in in the cell, you know, I'm chilling. Couple joints, couple spots I was in. Niggas banging on the door, you know, still, you know, yo, got you on TV, yo, that's you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, of course, when you first brush, it's a slip, you feel?
Yeah.
But after a while, it become annoying.
Uh-huh.
And once it become annoying, then the reality set in that it was some stupid shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Everybody liked it till they didn't like it no more. When it first came out, the law didn't get their hands on it, and the law didn't start reacting to it. Yeah, yo did that. I ain't gonna lie, sure, they like that message.
Yeah, then,
right?
Yeah, I know what you about to say. Then next thing you know,
once
man,
they
yo,
start
dumb.
grabbing niggas, that's what niggas are saying.
I don't know why he did that. Dumb ass shit.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's just what it was. You feel me?
Yeah, that's niggas for you, yo. That shit crazy
that's
though.
Niggas, yo,
and that's
how that shit work.
Yeah.
Even when you in the street, yo, niggas praise you up until niggas say, yo, one thing about him, he under the radar. The same nigga when you get knocked off, yo, that nigga was too wide open. He was slipping.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it is.
Like to me, it started feeling humiliating, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm saying, damn, you niggas giving me all this
publicity,
how can I say it? Glory,
uh-huh.
and all this praise, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm great going to this penitentiary for I don't know how long yet.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, of course I was in a conspiracy. Of course I was in it. But we all know that this right here added fuel to the fire.
Right.
Because it gave them a story.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been no story on me except for being in the organization had that not came out.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses, no regrets. It is what it is.
Right.
You live and you learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was also able to capitalize off it when I got back because I spoke in front of a few guys, spoke in front of a few people at risk of going to prison
mm-hmm.
or maybe even dying and talked to them about this situation. You
right.
feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because now I know the situation.
Right.
So like even right now that people can brandish a firearm, right? I wouldn't put a picture of a pistol a picture of a pistol on this thing right now and show you.
Yeah, facts.
Because I know what it do to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it do to them. Because
Yeah.
I don't know them people jacking. I don't know what's going on with them.
Right.
But yeah, that was that joint, and like you said, I'm in the same environment, and that's why I chose this environment to give you the interview, because I want people to understand that you may have liked the video, you may have liked the DVD, you may have liked everything about it, right?
Right.
But all of it comes with consequence. And if you don't think you can suffer the consequence for what you may have liked, then it really don't mean nothing. See, I did it because I had to do it. I had to go to prison. I had to, this was the consequence for me.
Right.
And I ain't doing nothing contrary to keeping it 100. That's what I'm doing. Period.
Yeah, right.
I ain't doing nothing contrary to that. You know what I mean? My name gonna stay good. You know what I mean? When I go in the hole, they gonna stand on top of me and say it's a man in there. Period.
Yeah.
And the words from old Melvin, that's just what they gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, so at the end of the day, what people need to start realizing is that what we do, man, come with consequence, man. And if you ain't really willing to suffer the consequence, man, don't be selfish, man. Because, man, telling and doing different shit and going contrary to what the laws of the land is and the rule is when you dealing with the street shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It can not only hurt you, that's why it's so selfish. It can hurt the next generation, your next generation. Yeah. We got kids, man.
Right.
And when we do stuff, man, we gotta be held accountable. Because if we're not held accountable, guess what? Our kids, if the prophecy correct, our kids will be held accountable. Your kid might not even be involved in nothing like that. But he got to hear all the time that your father is a shitball. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. So speaking of accountability, right? And since we on the line of, the DVD to Stop Snitching DVD and, accountability. So I got, my old Celly, he had life. That's my guy. He got the life off of him. Matter of fact, he even the reason why I'm in Charlotte or whatever, because I used to be like, shit, I might move to Charlotte or whatever. So I take my kids to his niece's birthday party. So one of the little kids poked a hole in the cake or something. And, they told who poked the hole in the cake. They kids. They innocent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he was like, stop telling everything. Stop. I'm like, no. I'm like, you taking the kids' innocence. I think that's a disease we got. We be bringing the street elements into the kids. You know what I'm saying? And then when a kid getting touched on, now everybody want to say, why you ain't tell nobody? You know what I'm saying?
Why you ain't tell nobody? Because you told them to stop telling everything.
Yeah. I'm just getting around to say, even down to my kids, when they get into stuff, I want them to come and tell me. That way I can correct them. I can hold them accountable for some bullshit that that way they won't grow up thinking it's cool to probably do whatever they did to each other. They might, do something to harm somebody else. Exactly. I think it's important to hold them accountable, or hold each other accountable. That way we can correct the behavior. That way it won't be, as they get older, they, what I'm saying? Because I think that's the problem now. I think it's no OGs to really be checking these young niggas. Ain't nobody being held accountable for their actions.
Nobody's held accountable, bro.
Yeah.
And like you said, I don't mean to cut you off, but nobody's being held accountable, right? Yeah. And what happens is this, man. When we was younger, right, be it be negative or positive, we had role models, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what we looked up to them as role models. The role models deceased, right? When the older guys stepped off their throne, they got intimidated by the younger guys, right? Uh-huh. In these joints, right? In these joints in the streets, right? Status quo came with a price. Before, it only came with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, mm-hmm. right? Before, if he had the knowledge and he had the age on him and he had the time in, right?
Experience.
That's what I respected, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't have to have no money because a lot of dope fiends showed us how to get money.
Facts.
But they never had money. Mm-hmm. So what it was, they was messengers. So we respected him. We had him around us. We hung out with him. That's my guy. You know what I mean? A lot of young dudes didn't understand it because they felt like, man, why is he with this nigga and he shoot dope 100 miles an hour? I'm with him because I'm a sponge. I'm soaking up all his energy and all the things he knows. He knows everything. That's why he is so long.
Yeah.
But they don't think like that. The young niggas, see what happened was, somewhere along the line, somebody dropped the ball and accepted equality.
I think it started coming along with my generation a little bit, far as the ball getting dropped. A lot of the forefathers, you know, they started going to jail, you know, or getting killed. So it was like your big homie was only like 2 years older than you, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And they was taking them away for a decade or two. Yeah. Like, this is what they do. They take them away for a decade or two. So all you remember is what he done, right? You never had a book or a guideline because they took them away for too long.
By the way, this ain't Waukesha. This a half and half. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real baller. This ain't Waukesha. Go ahead, though, yo.
Now they round up. Now they round up. They do it all the time, bro. They round up every few years. They round up 20, 30 guys, 20, 30 cliques. Lay them down. Decade or two, make 100 niggas tell on each other. Put niggas on the same case that his man. Now, me and you, we two different cliques. Your man killed my man killed your man. But we on the same case.
I think Anthony and them started that type of stuff. You got Anthony and them like that. You got Hot Boys in North Avenue. You know what I'm saying? You got two.
I mean,
it's a lot of groups. That's ways they're throwing them all on one case, but they really was enemies.
They start putting them on the same case. And once they put them on the same case, what happens is that it leaves open doors for people to start cooperating because they mad. Niggas envious. Yeah. You mean tell me I'm on a case with this nigga?
Yeah.
And this nigga killed my brother and my cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, y'all together. Y'all together still. We don't care. It's one big case.
See, I was going to ask you what was the difference between back in your generation, you know, what's going on in the streets, and now. I was going to ask you, you know, and what's the disconnect you see?
Well, back in the day in my generation, yo, I swear at you, and I want to say this, yo, wholeheartedly, right? I never knew that my generation, right, was so great, right, and so good for me, right, until I seen the generations of the day, right? Back then, I used to think it was a bullshit generation. Right. And the reason I did is because I thought that we could do better, right? And we probably could have. But now that I look at the generations to come, yo, we had a surge generation. And the reason I say that is because back then, right, you had the same things going on, but back then, it kind of meant something, right? And back then, right, relationships was different. Because niggas dealt with niggas on personal levels, right?
Right.
And opposed to, like, some of that shit, man, was so genuine, money couldn't buy, right? Now today, yo, money can buy anything. And I mean anything. Loyalty has become dismantled. Yeah. It all come with a price, yo. Whoever got the bag, he king. Whoever putting the bag up, he king. Yo, niggas ain't dealing with morals and principles. Like, see, we dealt with morals and principles because the money was far and far in between. So it was like, yo, you know, we get some money, it's cool, yo, but yo, I'm not really gonna go crazy on my man about no couple of hours.
Character.
We might just go crazy on you. Because you offered me a couple.
Yeah, character, yo.
So I'm gonna holler at my man and tell you I'm gonna get him. Then we gonna spank you. Yeah. Right. Now, if a nigga come round, right? It's just like, yo, I ain't gonna play with them niggas. Yo, I need your man, right? I need him to see. Either I see him or I see both of y'all.
Right. See,
And that's the ultimatum.
I think
these niggas just,
yeah,
they coming with a price, bro.
I know.
It's all for money, bro. It's all for a price. And the reason it's all for money is because a lot of people ain't seen nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not really what they misconstrued is the rap dudes is rich already. So the stories they telling y'all is about other niggas. Some of them may have been involved wholeheartedly, but they wasn't the person that they talking about.
Yeah,
because
you know,
they wouldn't be able to talk about.
Yeah, the further you went back, the rappers wanted to be like the street dudes, and the street dudes was never trying to be like no rappers. So
it was an era where the rappers wanted to, where the street rappers wanted to be street dudes, and the street dudes wanted to be rappers.
Yeah.
Right, but right now the rappers is looking at these street dudes like they silly because they broke and killing each other.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, boy, yo, and them, because the rappers could mingle with the street dudes. You can look at the Big Meech era, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the rappers, right? They had a little money, but they ain't had the swag them niggas had.
Right.
They had to pay for entourage. Them niggas had endless cash at the time. Not to say that niggas ain't had more cash, but their cash was accounted for. Theirs wasn't.
So let me, I want to back up a little bit because I want to ask you. I know you got secret society. Everything is secret society. Secret society. I even seen your brother and them. They got secret society. They had football team. You know, all that stuff. So, secret society, is it really a secret society? Like, is it really like a members only type of thing? You know what I'm saying? Is it?
No.
Where it come from though? Like where it generate? Because you know a lot of times stuff is all connected with gang life. That's how they look at it. That's how it's been looked upon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what's secret society? Like what is it?
But let me give you the spill, right? A dude asked me the other day, an old dude, he said, "Yeah, man, you part of the square?" So I said, "What's the square?" Yeah. He said, "Never mind." So I said, "Oh, you talking about the name of the shop?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "No, I ain't Mason or none of that, right? Okay. I ain't into the Illuminati or none of that shit, right?"
Right.
So I said, "It's just a name. If it wasn't just a name, then they wouldn't allow me to use it, right?" So he said, he asked me the same thing. Where did it originate? So I said, this what happened, technically. When I was home last time, you know, from the beginning, my brother and my cousin, they kind of was doing the music thing real heavy. This when Belly was a little younger. And their label name and their record name was Secret Society Entertainment, right? Based off probably a lyric of Jay's or something. I don't know. I don't know what they based it off, but that's what it was, right? So I said, okay, to elevate the music situation, then let's start giving these parties and naming them Secret Society Entertainment parties, right? So we started giving the parties, me, my man Duck, a few other people, you know what I mean? And we was letting Belly perform and a couple of artists they had at the party, right? Which was a great idea. So after the party started buzzing, I decided to open a barbershop on North Avenue. So I said, damn, I'm gonna name this joint some goofy shit. It was goofy, whatever I thought of.
Right.
So I said, shit, the party's jamming. During this time, early 2000s, late 90s, the parties was jamming. I was killing them out there. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna name this Secret Society Barbershop. That's how that developed. But it all came from Belly, right? So, and my cousin, of course, my cousin Cuzzo. And so boom, I said, we're gonna make this an umbrella. Got the Secret Society Entertainment going on. We're gonna do the Secret Society Barbershop. Years down the line, my brother, he started getting into, well, he was been into the football, but he got his own team. So he named them the Secret Society Underdogs at first, right? And after they was the Secret Society Underdogs, I think they became the Secret Society Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Then they merged
with Park High Saints.
With the Park High group, and then they became the Secret Society Saints.
Yeah.
Right? So at that point, I said, damn, ain't no need in, everybody got a piece of this umbrella.
Right.
I was in. He was doing this on his own. I was in. So when I came home, I said, damn, we're open another shop up to affiliate it with the first one. This is Secret Society 2.
Okay. Makes sense. It's the brand.
Umbrella.
It's the brand.
It's the umbrella.
Yeah.
It's the umbrella.
Makes sense.
After that, I decided to, like now, which is opening soon, open the beauty supply spot. Secret Society Beauty Supply. Okay. Because like at the end of the day, I ain't trying to navigate from this umbrella because it's already built.
Yeah, brand.
It is what it is. But it has no significant meaning like a members only or, you know what I mean? It don't have that kind of meaning.
Okay.
Because anybody can be a member if they thinking like we thinking and doing what we doing.
Okay.
Period. And even back then, if you was thinking like we was thinking and doing what we doing, you could be a member.
Yeah.
But we doing something different now.
Right.
It's just that simple. Yeah. So I felt like it was incumbent upon me to keep the legacy on because the name had got so tarnished due to my actions, of course, and the situation. Because they were saying that in the newspaper, the owner of Secret Society Barbershop, branch a handgun, woo, 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 you feel me?
Yeah.
So now it's my turn to demote or, how you call it? How you say it? Recuperate from my, my action. So like at the end of the day, I'm gonna take this thing as far as it goes, as far as I can take it. So that's where it really derived from. It wasn't a thing where we was a gang, we was a clique, we was none of that. It was just like, yo, we niggas that's giving parties, we niggas that's doing this. We giving parties, we got the little entertainment thing going on. They playing football, I'm at the barbershop, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It'd have been all the same, you know what I mean? It just, like that's just what it is. It's no like crazy meaning to it. It's no big bang to it. There's no, you know what I mean? You gotta be a member. If you ain't got the shit tattooed on your knees, you ain't, know what I mean? Ain't that kind of
they looking for a handshake. They looking for a handshake.
It ain't no, you know what I mean? It ain't none of that.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I'm gonna dap you up regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that definitely clears that up because a lot of people be thinking that it's something different. Like, damn, you even have females and people, damn, Secret Society boys, Secret Society boys. Nah, you can say that, but what I'm saying is don't say it in a negative note because that ain't what's happening.
Yeah, got you. So actually, you're in the same setting, you fast forward time, it's probably about maybe like 17 years later or something, maybe, I don't know. As far as the setting, you in the barbershop, a little more chubbier and everything, but right now you look more at peace.
Yeah, I was a little chubbier then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Now you look like you're more at peace. You look more in shape. You look more like you get what I'm saying? Like, this seems like this the good life. You know what I'm saying? Where's the
I'm still enjoying my retirement.
Right.
I said that on that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once again,
it's on. Yeah.
So like, I mean, that's just the likes of it, man. It's like, it feels good to be able to be here to discuss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shortcomings, to discuss the things that may have caused, because don't get it wrong and don't get it fucked up or twisted. Some of the actions that I've done has contributed to this lost generation, right? And I say that to say that I went on a symposium, right? And it was like we was talking to some guys that was at risk youth and at risk adults for probation and for violating and going to jail. And you had all the sergeants, the lieutenants, the the U.S. attorney, all of them was on this side, right?
Right.
Then you had all the OGs down to me. I was really a youngster considering the OGs. Mm-hmm. You had Dennis Wise, you had Wayne Bruton, you had Lil Glenn Curry, you had you had like some of the most prominent names. You had Uncle T. You had all these dudes that was, really dudes that was influences on the community, mm-hmm. right? You had Stokey. You had a lot of dudes that was there that was on this side, which is the side I was on, right? And, the officers and the lieutenants, the police, all of them was on that side. And in the middle was the people that we were talking to.
Right.
So, Muslim dude, police officer dude, he asked me, was it all right if he flashed a video before I spoke? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I said, all right. I said, man, listen, man, I don't have nothing to hide, home. I said, home, no excuses and no regrets. It is what it is, mm-hmm. right? So he ran the video. So the dudes look, oh, I remember, oh, yeah, yo got the joint on nobody. Oh, yo got that 40 and saying, that my me. Woo, yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. So I come walking down the aisle. A lot of dudes probably thought I was still in the penitentiary. A lot of dudes that didn't know, didn't see. I come walking down the aisle. Like you said, I got a little tremor, but they knew who it was. Mm-hmm. And I get up on the stage. So, I said, damn, man. I said, man, I said, I just seen a lot of y'all guys, because they had a still clip at this point. I said, a lot of y'all guys, man, reacted to that joint, right? And I said, y'all were reacting to not what I was saying, but what I was doing. Mm-hmm. So I said, man, I seen you, Shorty, say, damn, that's a nice 40, because I'm in the back of him. I said, I seen you say, damn, yo, Slim wasn't bullshitting with him. Woo, yeah. Right? Uh-huh. So I said, but damn. I said, man, the thing that y'all didn't realize, I said, Shorty, how many felonies you got? He didn't want to say. So I said, you ain't got to tell me. Your probation officer right there and the police right there. They know how many you got. And you know how many you got. I said, but guess what? If you got 2, if you got 3, that what I had in my hand is 188 months. That's the plea. Yep. If you think I'm lying, ask this Asian guy right here. That's what I said to him. ACC. While the guy was right there, that's the U.S. attorney.
Yeah.
I said, if you got 2 drug convictions, the third one get caught with a hammer, mm-hmm. you get the 10 plus the extra pound, 15, 180 months.
Yeah.
That's the plea, right? I'm giving them the spill. I said, yo, I got niggas right now calling me on the phone. What's up, yo? Yo, these people got me over here, yo, at Supermax. Mm-hmm. So he told me, he said, man, they trying to say, I said, hold, we ain't doing the trying to say. Because when they was trying to say you was home,
yeah.
Once they lock you up, they saying that you did that.
Yeah.
Right?
Fact.
So I told the U.S. attorney, I said, sir, I don't know your name, I don't know, but in my line, tell me where's the lie. So he got up there, make a long story short, because I don't want to give you my whole spiel, because we, it's kind of time we dealing with, but he got up there and said, guess what he said to him? What? He said, what Mr. Butler was saying was exactly true. And I'm hoping y'all can relate to him. He said, because it seems to me they keep cares something about y'all and something about the community. He said, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care nothing about none of y'all or the community. The only thing I care about is the citizens of Baltimore, the law-abiding citizens being safe. And I'm going to do what I have to do to make them that way. If it's to put you away forever, I'll do that. Without a smile, bro.
Damn.
So what y'all
that was real shit, though.
What y'all better do is listen to this guy, because to me, it's only a job. I didn't grow up in these communities. I'm Asian. Mm-hmm. Flat out, yo. Bro, oh my God, bro. I swear you ask any of them, bro.
Damn.
He said, these guys really care about y'all, including the police officers that got up. And basically he was saying, y'all, they care about y'all because they black. I don't give a fuck about y'all, period.
Raw.
And that's a fact. Listen to him. That's what he was saying. Listen to him.
Yeah.
And he told the police dude to pull me up and say, man, I might need him to speak at other occasions. I told him, I said, I don't got no problem with speaking, but listen, I ain't speaking for free.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody else speaking for free.
Right.
I'm doing this for free right now because these my brothers, these guys that's in the hood, these guys that may be stuck. You
right.
Feel?
Right.
You ain't gonna carry me all over the world and don't pay me nothing. But this is what I do if that's the case.
Yeah.
You feel?
Right.
I'm just saying it to say that he blatantly said he don't give a fuck about niggas, man.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't trying to sugarcoat it. He didn't feel like he said nothing wrong where we could sue him. Mm-hmm. He was saying, this is my job. I'm gonna bury you niggas.
So so let me ask you, what type of advice will you give to like the young dudes that's trying to live up to, you know, like to get like a name like you, or they, you know, like, cause like you were saying, you know, earlier, people only see the end. They only see when you winning, or they only see the end results, or they hear the name and think like they don't know the heavy consequences that came with the name or whatever. So it's people that's trying to live up to they the older dude of the community that might got life or that's dead. They still trying to live in their footsteps after they got life and they dead though. You get what I'm saying? So
I'm trying to tell you, man, like I'm probably one of the blessed elite ones, right? Me, you, your brother, a bunch of us, right? We the elite blessed ones, right? And the reason being is, right, I'm going to tell you the reason. All right. I was telling your brother this one time, right? Uh-huh. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Donna got 3 boys, right? Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. My mother got 3 boys, right? Mm-hmm. We all grew up in urban areas, right? Mm-hmm. We all came up in poverty. We all was bad. We was wild. We all did things that, you know, we're not too proud of, but we don't mind discussing, right? Ask yourself, right? What project family, what family that grew up in an urban area, right? That has 3 boys, right? That dabbled in the streets, right? Of Baltimore. And all 3 of them still alive.
I was about to say that. I was about to say there's always one
messing. At the age of 40, all 3 of them still alive.
I ain't gonna lie, it's always just about, I ain't gonna say always, it's a lot of people that can't say one of their brothers ain't already dead or got killed when he was 19. Or
listen, 3 boys,
Yeah.
That's a serious, listen.
Especially to have them all home. Sometimes they even all home, all living, that's beating the odds already right there.
That's beating the odds. So I'm saying that to say that I feel like my purpose is a message, right? Uh-huh. And the reason I say that is because I know some dudes that ain't deserve to go. At least I ain't feel they deserve to go, but they went. I know some dudes I ain't feel like deserve life in the penitentiary, but they got it, right?
Right.
I'm not here to say that I felt like I deserved it because I didn't. But what I'm saying is I don't feel like I deserved it. But what I'm saying is I don't feel like they did either.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I know I've done a lot of worse shit than them, than them. Uh-huh. So I don't know, the creator is the person to judge. The creator is the person who allows you to have the purpose or allows you to, how can I say it? Allow you to acknowledge your purpose, right?
Right.
I feel like with me, if you chasing a name, and you ain't start chasing it when you was 10 or 5 or 6, at this point, if you grown, you out of pocket. This shit don't start Watson, Honey, Dosey, man. That shit don't start from 30.
No.
That shit don't start from 20.
Yeah.
That shit start from some shit we done that we wasn't supposed to when we was kids.
Yeah.
And it just traveled with us. And what happened was, throughout all that shit, we get bumps and lumps and bumps and lumps. But the creator ain't see fit that it was over. That wasn't our destiny. Mm-hmm. But he don't do that for everybody. Everybody don't get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right.
So what I'm saying is, I know niggas that like, yo, legacy is old. Legacy means that it was happening throughout your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's when you get older, your legacy is behind you. It's old,
Right. Mm-hmm.
right? So we live and die by our deeds, good or bad. That's what we live and die by. You know what I mean? So when we die, people gonna talk about our deeds. They gonna talk about bad shit. They gonna talk about good shit. Just hope the good shit outweigh the bad.
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as trying to get a name and trying to develop a name, if you're a young guy, man, like, yo, it's better ways to develop a name because the streets ain't the same no more. You know, you can get a name now.
Yeah, I ain't
off
gonna
being a motherfucker that make clothes.
Yeah. No, this what I want to say too though. This is why how I feel. You know how you say the streets ain't the same? The streets never be the same. It's gangsters from the 70s. When the 80s hit, they was saying shit ain't the same.
Saying the same shit.
Yeah, they was saying that from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So they'd be like, man, these young boys, man, they ain't the same. And they talking about when you was 17, like, man, cause you know, y'all probably was doing more high-headed stuff, or, you know, cause the further you went back in time, everybody couldn't, you know, sell drugs. Definitely couldn't sell dope. You know what I'm saying? No. So the further you went back, the community had they you know, they had they hold on you. You wasn't really, they was sending your ass to school like, no, you ain't been. But the further, you know, as you know, time changed. I gotta tell people, nothing don't remain the same. Nothing don't really, to me, nobody remains the same. You know what I'm saying? We be expecting for people to be the same or carry it how we would carry it or how they once carried it. But I think the further you go on in life, I think nothing don't remains the same. I think that's what stuck is. You know, look, I think
and a lot of guys is that, man. A lot of guys is stuck, man. And that's why, see, they got so caught up with equality, right?
Yeah.
Like the generations only demise as far as leadership because of equality. People started accepting dudes as being the equal, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, right? It became a time where, all right, now we allowed to sell dope at a young age, right? But even though you're allowed to sell dope at a young age, you had somebody to look up to that you wanted to be like.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
When the ball got dropped, the people that they wanted to be like started coming home and asking for handouts, right? So that ultimately meant that I no longer want to be like him, he want to be like me. But I don't have no sense of direction how to be nothing. So I'm going to use the guidance that I got up until the point that I can use it. And then I'm going to go astray and do whatever the fuck I want to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that happened. A lot of guys was in, of course, we talked about that, right? But a lot of guys that was out wasn't a good representation because they was lost without their leaders.
Yeah, it's a cycle for real.
So listen. What we don't understand is this. This is how the generation got fucked up. I'm gonna give you a prime example, just coming from a street aspect.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys that we thought was rich, right? That was getting money, right?
Right.
We found out different when they took the major players away. The reason we found out different was because a lot of guys was making pretend. And the reason I say they was making pretend is because if you got 3 different niggas hitting you, right?
Right.
And you a fuck up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can last because you can rob Peter to pay Paul, right?
Right.
So let's say I got my man over east hit me,
yeah.
My man over west hit me, and it's a nigga out the county that give me the joints too.
Yeah.
I'm splurging. I'm out of this world because if my man over east ain't on, the nigga west definitely on. Yeah. If he ain't on, then the nigga out in the county on. So I gotta pay my man in the east because guess what? They just grabbed my man from west and my man from east. Same time.
Mm-hmm.
My man in the county, the only one on. My cost of living done went out to the moon. I only got the one plug. He been fucking with me for 5 years. Now he realized I'm a fuck up. because I'm the only one. He the only one I'm fucking with. So
Right.
now he give me some joints, and I fuck the joints up. He said, "Damn, yo, that was my man for 5 whole big ones. He must be getting high, or he must be fucked up. Something going on, because he ain't even came back yet." The whole time, the rotation was heavy because everybody was getting money.
Okay. I like that.
Everybody was getting money. What?
Mhm.
So guess what? It was 1 million niggas getting money. That's why the feds wasn't swarming down on niggas, and niggas could duck and hide and run because it was so much money generated.
Yeah. Now you stick
But
out.
when they take away the tops of the operations, guess what happened? Now you can look at a nigga. A nigga sore thumb right now, he getting some money.
Yeah. Facts.
He going to jail.
Yeah.
1.5 seconds.
1.5 seconds.
1.5. He already indicted and don't even know it. 2 years ago.
That's how I used to be, to the point where it's though, like, you know, Greenmount Avenue, like 20th and Bartley, you might got this shop, that shop, that shop. So he might got knockers somewhere, you know, in Vicks, but they don't really know what's what. It's so much traffic and they getting money. They got their whole, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it started narrowing down to only one person got one hole in that, so they could just key in straight on, you know, they stick out. That's how
it goes, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So it's deep, man. It's deep, man. Our city, man, it's deep, man. And you know, I like to talk to guys like you, bro. Like, yo, we politic well, man.
Right.
And like, yo, we guys that been through it, so we ain't talking from a textbook standpoint. We talking from being in the city, man. And it's a treacherous city. If dudes don't know it, they better ask somebody, because like, yo, at the end of the day, we the smallest city, but yo, it's heavy. Like, yo, I'm talking about, we so numb to this death thing that like, yo, when you go outside, yo, you don't even want to really answer your phone, yo, because you don't really want that shit to hit home. You know what I mean? And how close is home? Home is next door because we got a small city.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know everybody.
Yep.
So it became so numb to us that now when a nigga call you and say, yo, you know so-and-so got killed. Damn, yo, I know his brother fucked up about that. Damn.
That's all we can say
yo,
now.
You think put your car open? Look, you go from that. So, yo, you think you go from that. Yo, what time the spot they got they got the cheesesteak joint? What time they close?
Yeah. We can't, It's wild like that. Just like that though. We went from one
time, yo, you had to mourn, yo. The block shut down. Nobody getting no money. Nobody making no money right now. My man just got dust.
Yeah.
The block quiet.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as they spray the blood up, yo, we out there.
Yeah. It's sad. It's like that, yo.
How can you send a person, right, be so eager to die or so eager to send a person, right,
mm-hmm.
to somewhere we ain't never been or nobody never came back to protest to the fact that it's a nice place?
Yeah.
Far as we know, look, I'm gonna give you a spill, yo. This crazy, it might sound crazy to you. Far as we know, right? If you kill a nigga, it might be like going over to jail, right?
In what way?
Let's say you kill a nigga, Watts, and the nigga die, right? And wherever we go next, he get there first, right? But when he get there, he's waiting on you.
Yeah, it's like over the jail.
You know how a nigga used to bite you, and then you see him on court side, on T-section or down, you know what I mean? What if he waiting on you?
Yeah.
We don't know. Nobody never told us.
Yeah. I hope that ain't the case.
Now we gotta deal with them stresses.
It's cool, man.
This nigga might be waiting on him. He there first.
Oh yeah, man. That's crazy. I know what you're saying.
That's deep. That's deep, home.
That's deep. Yeah, that's deep. Wow. Dang. Shoo.
I mean, you know.
The niggas talk
like
niggas gonna bake you a cake.
Right?
They gonna bake a nigga a cake.
And it's a little out of whack, right?
Yeah.
But imagine a dude looking at a nigga eyes, right? Before he kill him, right?
Uh-huh.
And the nigga know he gonna kill him. And he tell the nigga, yo, I just want you to understand that wherever we go next, I'm gonna be there before you get there. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah.
What do you think his response would be?
Damn.
I mean,
Let's
talk real.
That's gangster though for a nigga to tell you that. That's gangster for a nigga to tell you that, but it's gonna stall the next man, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo,
it's gonna
if he pull that trigger, yo, he gonna stress his.
He gonna remember. He gonna remember. Yo said that though. He gonna remember.
He would never forget it.
Yeah,
never.
he gonna remember. He gonna remember that. Yo said that, and in all his life he gonna be thinking like
books and shit, trying to figure out what's next.
Damn, that's mean to tell somebody though. Like, all right, you gonna get me, but
you gotta be a serious nigga to tell him that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, that's mean.
Yeah, that's mean though. That's mean. I know exactly what you're saying. That's like you said, like over the jail or just anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna be waiting for you when you get. Oh, that's just like you tell a nigga in the joint. Then they gotta come down VOA.
And you see the nigga over the jail. Same shit.
It's the same shit. Even coming down to VOA when y'all getting released. You tell a nigga like,
no, you don't know.
Yeah, you looking like it's all good. You know I'm gonna beat you down Monument Street.
And that make a nigga scared to die.
Make a nigga scared to come home and all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, yeah, it be like
big,
that. Yeah,
man, it's big, man. They don't even know. They don't even know if this is the end, man. And they just keep on pushing the button.
Yeah,
keep pushing the button, bro.
See, I think it's the music, yo, and the drugs, yo. Like I said, like.
Well, we talked about that. Remember, what I'm telling you is this: the world evolves around the music, right?
Frequency.
But what we gotta understand and get the concept that it's just music.
Yeah,
right?
That's what it is.
So when R&B was a big thing, right? Everybody was in love. Yo, that's my girl. Yo, my girl got my name on her earrings. Yo, my girl, this. You know, we young. You know, that's my girl. Yeah, we're gonna take some pictures down Mando. We're gonna take some pictures of Old Town Mall. My girl, we're going down Clay Street. My girl.
Clay Street. Yeah.
This is the R&B era.
Yeah.
Right? Jay-Z and them came the dope boy era.
Yeah.
Right? Ice Cube and them was fuck the police era.
Yeah.
Right? Different sections and sectors, regions, East Coast had it, West Coast, New York, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and what happened is the world evolves with the music. So whoever the popular music, once the young boys got it in their hands, guess what? They went crazy. And what we don't understand is, yo, of course, one of the rappers can get caught for a shooting, get caught for this, get caught for that. But we praise him after that. We don't understand that if he did get caught for doing that, majority of his life at this point, he's a millionaire. So he done that because he could.
Right.
That ain't what he was doing to get there.
Right.
If you're a killer, how many raps can you write? Because killers got a hunt.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
If you are a savage, I mean, how can you do all these shows? You ain't thinking about those shows. You thinking about your enemy. You thinking about laying underneath some cars and doing what you need to do.
See, that's why I think rap music is becoming like one of the hardest things to do, because now it's like they feeling as though you gotta. I've been realized it was going to change to reality music. That's like should be like a genre, reality. But anyway, they feel as though that you gotta live your rhymes out. You ain't real if you ain't living out your rhymes. So a lot of rappers are getting killed. A lot of rappers are getting asshole for the time. All that because they trying to live out, to, impress people by living out what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that nigga ain't real. Further you go back, you could paint a picture. You ain't even gotta be the one to live it. You know, so it could just be going on in your community or your projects or something. You could rap about it and it was accepted. Nowadays, it's almost like, man, that nigga faking. Man, that nigga ain't real. He rapping about, man, that was his cousin and them doing that. Like, you get what I'm saying? So now they trying to really prove themselves. And, man, it's a lot of rap beefs that, it's like this and the dead is like big now. Like we smoking on the ops and all, like all that stuff is like a big thing now. Like, and it's crazy. Yo, homicide don't even gotta go out in the field no more. They could just watch the videos and the music videos and social media and stuff like that. They could solve every last case. And I'm pretty sure they're doing it,
bro.
They got a war room.
Case, they ain't even put no work there because they don't need to.
Yeah, they don't need to. Ain't no need. Everybody telling on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, yo.
Yeah.
These phones and all that, yo, like, yo, it's different, man. It's just different. All this stuff, right, was designed to make it easier to get us.
Right.
To make it easier to get us if that's what we doing, right?
Right.
So, case in point, man, I opted to, anybody, yo, that need any type of information from me, right? I'm open for giving information. That's what I do, right?
Right.
As far as, a dude making this transition, right? Because I feel like this, man. I feel like a lot of people want a way out, right? But they stuck. They stuck, yo. And the reason they stuck is because they kind of living a falsehood. And we ain't talking about the dudes that's doing all right, we talking about the dudes that ain't even doing all right, yo. Like, dudes is settling, yo. Like, yo, they really out there not getting no money, ain't nothing going on, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But they can find bullets and big guns. I'm talking about guns with clips to the soul. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But they can't find no money. And I'm not glorifying street. But they can't find no money.
Yeah.
So you warn about nothing because there's no money there. There's no money there. These dudes ain't, and then they so jealous and got so much bitterness and animosity. If you got one or two of them out there that's getting some money, man, they seeking to destroy you. Mm-hmm. It ain't about him being who he is. Because guess what? If a nigga got some money right now, guess what niggas that with no money consider him as? A sucker.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucked up.
For me, it's suck.
Yeah, the mentality fucked up, yo. The mentality here is fucked up,
bro.
It's fucked up.
Bro, fucked up I'm talking about to the core.
Yeah.
So we, man, we got a long way to go, man. A long way to go. And I just feel like, man, I'm never giving up on my city. I'm never giving up on the guys. But you can't, the old saying, you can lead a horse to the water, you can't make him drink and all that. You know what I mean? Yo, it's just like, man, I talk to dudes every day. I'm in a barbershop every day, yo. And I got some young dudes, yo, that's really, 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 self-sufficient and really, really, really can think on their own. And like, I have a great admiration for a lot of the guys that I talk to.
Right.
Because, yo, they not trying to go left, no kind of way. So I talk to young guys, especially out here, these young guys, when they go to college, they playing football, they doing everything, and their crowds is different.
Yeah. Environment dictates character, though, yo.
They listen to the music, but that's just only to make them run track and do shit they need to do. They ain't doing nothing the music say.
That's the difference right there. That right there, what you saying, it's about knowing, like how the far as the music taking a hold of you, like knowing that the music is only music. Like, stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, use it. You might work out toward or something, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But you got to realize, like, when somebody on that, I'll kill this and this, they don't got to go live that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people was trying to live out what the rappers are rapping about. Like, the rappers are already living that type of life, and they ain't. NBA Youngboy right now somewhere, I don't know if he'd even locked up or whatever, but feet kicked up, mansion, you know what I'm saying? But he probably go in the studio later on. Feds. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, in the feds, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to judge, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you're young, you just do some wild, goofy shit. But I'm just speaking on young rappers in general. A lot of them be, you know, moving goofy, and they end up, you know, fucking up their career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, this is my thing, right? If the aim is to succeed, right, and the money is the object, right, why do you get it, get these millions and let these people take advantage of you? Like, you so stuck in trying to satisfy everybody else that you've been chosen, and you prefer that the people choose you to put back in the can. Like, yo, we struggled our whole life, yo, to lead the places where we was born and raised, yo. Think I want to go back?
Yeah.
Yo, do you think for 1 minute, right? For 1 minute, bro, and I ain't nowhere near where I want to be. You think for 1 minute I want to go back to Park Heights? I'm talking about the leg.
I know that be the thing though, but when you make it out, that's what they say, like, yo, sold out. Man, yo,
yeah,
ain't come,
but,
you know,
but
like,
you
yo,
gotta understand is this, right?
It's another disease, yo. It's crazy.
This is what I understand. I struggled all my life, yo, to do for my kids 10 times what my mother done for us. And I ain't gonna say we live bad because we didn't. But what I'm saying is, in this day and time, I want 10 times more for my kids, right?
Right.
So, case in point, you can call me what you want to call me, right? If I'm a millionaire, right, then I don't have no business. So, is it safe to say that if I was living in Park Heights, right, and I started getting a couple of hours in the street and I moved up to Avalon, right? Is it safe to say I sold out, or you gonna say I came up, right? Or the more money you get, the more you sold out? Because I'm trying to figure this out. Because every time a nigga get more money, he goes somewhere different.
Yeah.
His tax bracket is different. I don't want to come back to Park Heights and Almond, Ricestown and Almond, Tawana, Spring Hill. None of these places, if my tax bracket is out of reach, I don't have no reason to come back now, and my tax bracket ain't even out of reach.
Right.
So I don't want to go back to there. I don't want to relive that shit. For what? That's where the hurt and heartache and the pain came from. That ain't keeping it real.
Yeah.
Yo, we do the things we do to grow, bro. We do that shit to grow. Yeah. I ain't gonna have a nigga pulling me on the crab in the basket tip just because he making me feel emotionally that I sold out. No, I ain't sold out, home. I cashed in. That shit over. Yeah. I ain't going back to that. So you want me to be worth $5 million, right? And you want me to live on rock roads.
Yeah.
So the niggas that ain't worth $5 million can kill me.
Yeah.
Because I can't take all you niggas with me.
Yeah.
And I don't even like all you niggas.
Yeah. But it takes for somebody to be mature or be the ones, the breadwinners, like to really understand. Like sometimes I think, yo, Baltimore is like one of the most ignorant cities in the world, yo. It's just a lot of ignorance, you know, which is they really don't know. They really don't mean no, they just don't know. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been properly schooled. You know, a lot of stuff, like you said.
Yo, it's like it is, yo. It's a crab town, man. And what happens is, yo, you can't take everybody.
You can't. Can't take everybody.
You feel what I'm saying? We knew hundreds of niggas in them projects and in them areas we was living in. Hundreds of niggas. But we can't count on our hand how many niggas worthy to go if we go. And the reason being is because our relationships was based on geographical area, where we was from. Yeah, had you not been there,
that's another thing. That's another thing you got to ask yourself, what connect us together? Because there's some people that just only, you know, they sell drugs. Like, that's my man. Then when you no longer sell drugs, it's like, we don't got no relationship.
And you
goofy. Yeah.
Because so, guess what happened? Guess what happened? If you look at all the dope boys and all the dope cliques, right? Take away the narcotics after they did their bits and all that shit. Them niggas damn near don't even speak.
Yeah.
And they was running together for 10 years.
Yeah.
They like Dame and Jay.
Yup. That's how it is. Yup.
You know why? Because you find out when you take away the money train or you take away the monetary gain, right?
Right.
That y'all ain't had nothing in common.
Yeah.
Ain't none of them niggas that was getting money with you, want to do no motherfucking podcast. None of them niggas wanted to relocate.
Yeah.
They ain't want to do none of that shit.
Yeah. You're right.
The niggas you hang with now, you ain't know from the sandbox.
Yeah.
They niggas you met along the line. You know why? Because the people in the sandbox, that's just where they at, sandbox. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me personally, I don't be on cause I knew you since way back when, though. I'm like I seen not a meme, but I seen like a post where somebody said your day one shit is the ones that kept it 100 since the day you met them, not the ones you knew the longest. That really don't, what I'm saying? That's just like family is a verb to me.
The ones you knew the longest be the ones who kill you.
Yeah, exactly. They the ones that's gonna hate on you, the ones gonna be jealous of you, the ones that feel entitled, the ones that feel,
care about nobody,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that don't mean nothing. Really, family is a verb to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a verb. It's action. Like it's because we related. I posted because my mother and your mother's sisters. I posted. You crazy. Like you got.
We related by force.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't never related by choice. When?
Yeah. Exactly. So
if I could choose all my cousins, none of you niggas would be my cousins.
Yeah.
You fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You niggas is slime balls. None of you niggas would be my cousins.
Yeah, if that's how
maybe
it is.
A handful.
Yep.
If we choose cousins.
Yeah, we
choose uncles. I ought to cash you niggas in a long time.
Cash you in
and
a long
y'all
time.
probably cash me in.
Yeah.
That ain't what we choose, yo. We just choose how we deal with it.
Right.
We all got family members we don't even never say nothing to until we see them.
Yeah.
I don't have your number. And I'm not going to get it when I see you.
Right.
At the next friend or whenever we see each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So I'm gonna ask you because I'm gonna leave off with this, man. Two things. One, first and foremost, what you think about with the term man time, what that mean to you? Because we need to. It's a lot of grown boys. I think like they be thinking that age make you a man. You know what I'm saying? Age, they be thinking that just because you know how we can't wait to get out our mother house or something like, man, I can't wait till them. You know what I'm saying? So you can get your own, like you really think you're a man until you enter in the real world and you really, a lot of ways you start, a lot of boyish ways. So the term man time, what do you think, what makes you a man?
I think, being a man, right, got a lot to do with responsibility, morals, principles, ethics, right? And not being scared to admit when you're wrong, right? Which travels around the lines of responsible, right? Being responsible, right?
Right.
And they used to say a man is, man creates his own conditions, so therefore he got to pay for them. So therefore, if you're a man, and you're on man time, right? You're on man time all the time. Like it's no breaks. You don't get no days off from being on man time. They can't be on man time today and then next week he on chump or sucker time. You know what I'm saying? Like being a man, it got a lot to do with, like I said, it got a lot to do with morals, principles, ethics, which falls along the lines of loyalty, right? And you're gonna have a bunch of people throwing that word around. They throw man time around like they throw love around. They throw man time around like they throw real around.
Yeah, I know,
right?
Real. I was about to say like they throw real.
Yeah, like they throw real around. Mm-hmm. But I think when a man on man time, right, he held accountable. Yeah. If I sit here and say something to you, that's wrong, and you check me, right, without debate, I should be able to say, watch, come to think of it, I wasn't supposed to said that. I wasn't supposed to did that.
Yeah.
Man time.
Man
right?
time.
If a man stands to be corrected, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? We don't know everything.
Exactly.
Right? And it's niggas that, like, you can teach me things, I can teach you things. When you on man time, you ain't doing no goofy shit. You ain't doing no backbiting. You ain't doing none of that, because you on man time, guess what?
Your joint went out. I ain't heard nothing you said. I can hear you now, I think.
Yeah, any given time you can pull a man up. Any given time, bro.
Right.
So man time is that shit is really, really, man, believe it or not, man, that shit is important. It's important, man.
Yeah.
To be on man time. Now, a lot of people not, but it's important to learn it.
Yeah. Yeah, see.
So that's what I get from it. I just get responsibility.
Okay.
The key word.
Okay.
Being held accountable.
Yeah, I like them. They did.
For whatever your actions is. That's what I feel like man time is. You know what I mean? I feel like man time is a way of life. There's no particulars on who and how a person can be man time. I think it's just a way of life and being held accountable.
I like that. I agree. Because like you said, they throw that rail around as dudes that are looking like, so you call him, you think he a real nigga because he shot somebody? Because he get down?
Man,
like,
that
nigga don't even take care of his kids, Slim. How he a real, like, he don't take, it's so many different things that I could take.
I don't understand that word, yo. Because it's used too loosely.
Yeah, it ain't really a word to me. Like, I think it's kind of like everybody got their own definition. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And then the day,
everybody a different kind of man.
Yeah. You be like, huh?
You know what I mean?
You don't need to take his
everybody
kids.
Got a different kind of real.
Yeah.
Everybody a different kind of real. When, I mean, in all actuality, real is just being genuine. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. Accountability, responsible. Mm-hmm. That's just being real. Like, it's no other way to do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I haven't seen a lot of realness because, like I said, lately everything been coming with a price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The nigga got a couple of dollars, man. He can spend a nigga whole mind around.
Right.
Because niggas is hurting. Niggas is hurting, they thirsty, and they morals and principles go out the window with a couple of dollars. They don't even know what they gonna do with the money. What?
Yeah.
Nigga drop 25, 30 on you, 50 on you, whatever, for whatever he wants you to do. What you gonna do with it? Wait for another opportunity to get 25, 30 more? Mm-hmm. But you ain't never had no money anyway. Or you gonna take the money, do what you gotta do, and then another nigga gonna do the same thing to you. Mm-hmm. That's how we operate. We operating on borrowed time. And the reason we operating on borrowed time is because a lot of these beefs that's escalated, they are retaliatory beefs.
Yeah.
That started from something so minute, right? That when you get to the core of it, yo, you would die if you knew what it was about.
Yeah. So what I'm listening.
But he killed his man, so he felt it was incumbent upon him to get his man, and he felt it was incumbent upon him to get his man. The whole time that shit was over a lick, a dice lick, where a nigga got a nigga for 2,000, 1,500, 500, 600.
Sometimes that shit don't even be about that. Like,
don't even be about that.
We be inheriting beefs. Yeah, we be inheriting beefs. I'm just thinking about like going to Northern. You know, I went up Northern or whatever, and you might have Old York and Greymount, and first day of school, 9th grade, we automatically, and I'm talking about 9th grade, we automatically don't like them. We really don't even know. It might be some beef from the 70s. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you, bro, bro,
you know,
it fucked me up, yo. When we was in the state joint.
Yeah.
Yo, and Hunted told me this, yo. Yo, I said, yo, why don't the little kid Twan and whoever was? I said, yo, why don't they like each other and all of them from East?
Yeah.
Yo, Hunter said, yo, the Old York and Cater, and McCade beef been going on since we wasn't here.
Yeah.
I said, you fucking serious?
And they don't even know, like, sometimes you be asking, like, so why y'all beefing? It's just like, nobody can really answer it. Like, I don't know, yo. It's just the way it go. It's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way how it go.
Yo, we ain't really had them joints. I ain't gonna lie. We had the up top and down bottom, right?
Yeah.
But that shit was, until a couple niggas died, that shit wasn't even no more. That shit was back when they was shooting sawed-offs, one-shots and shit like that.
Yeah.
Meet at McDonald's and bang out and all that and run back down, bottom, run top. That shit was, it didn't go like in the joints and all that.
Yeah.
That shit was tough. When he told me that, I said, are you serious? He said, oh, no, it's a bunch of beefs over there with different blocks next door to each other.
Yeah.
So, you know what that shit remind me of? When I be looking at the little shit with the little kid Dirk in them, right? Old Block.
Oh, yeah, Old Block, 63rd.
Right there. I said, oh, that's East Baltimore.
Yeah, that's East Baltimore. No, Cherry Hill like that. Up the hill, down the hill.
Yeah, up top, down, bottom,
they you know, they might be beefing with each other. Might be Cotton Court and down the hill. Might be right around the corner.
No, that shit
Baltimore
is
Hilton like that. You know, Baltimore Hilton used to be like that. This side of, you know, Hilton, beefing with that side of Hilton. You know, Aberdeen and then Hilton, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that shit's serious, yo.
Yeah. The village like that.
Serious, man.
It's serious. It's sad, man. It's sad. And sometimes they don't even know why they beefing. It went from some shit that happened in the 60s. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but it's wild. It be like that.
Peanut King can't even tell you why they beef.
Yeah.
The beef is so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's tough, man. But
it was my fault, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
As long as we got these platforms, man, we just got to keep educating them. That's all we can do. Educating them on trying to do better, man. Because, man, we're going to wipe everybody out. Everybody going to wipe each other out,
Everybody going to wipe each other out. That's what it's going to.
Crazy, man. They leaving kids out here, man, younger and younger with no guidance. So what are they supposed to do?
It ain't just no guidance, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of mental health issues. One, but when you saying
health is one of the biggest things.
Yeah, but when you said leaving people out here, the first thing I think about is all these kids that growing up without a father because their father got killed for, you know, the gun violence or something. So it's about to be a lot of empty kids, man. Like a lot of angry kids, should I say? And this is going to be like a main cycle, just over and over. You know what I'm saying? They trying to fill that void, you know, of a father figure. So they looking at this older dude that's putting batteries in his back, manipulating them. He want family so bad, so he gonna run to gang life. You know what I'm saying? Because he looking at, man, they my bros, or like they held me down when I couldn't. They gave me soups in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know. So it's a sad, like, how what it's still coming to. It's gonna get worse and worse. That's just how I feel. I feel like people are going to grow up without a father, females and males. So I think that's going to be like the biggest effect of, you know, what's going on. Yeah. Because when somebody get killed, what I be looking at like, damn, you got 4 kids or 3 kids. That's 3
what
kids.
I always say. I be like, damn.
Yeah, I think about the kids.
When I read the comments, you know, bros be on there, dude, you know, that's all right, little Cam, he gonna be straight. Little such and such, she gonna be, I'm like, are you serious?
Ain't gonna be straight, one, because nobody will never be able to really fill that void. 2, it's only you talk like that temporary. That's just like when you go to jail. People probably look out for them people's the first 3 months, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, jail. I always tell Honey, jail is a prerequisite of death. You know? Jail will tell you how people will act when you die. What happens in jail is this. This is why I say that. When you in jail, right? You know, everybody be around and be so much love, right? Up until you go to trial, right? So the same thing happens when you go to your funeral, right? And be so much love up until the funeral. Mm-hmm. That's when people mourn, up until the funeral. When you're in jail, people mourn up until the trial, till you get your time, right? So the only difference is you come back when you go to jail, and you don't when you die. So all right, now we're gonna do this. Going to trial is the mourning process of finding out someone was killed, right? Mm-hmm. That's in comparison to that. Going to court, being locked up is in comparison. Oh, damn, he locked up, man. I'm a baby locked up. Damn, I gotta go see him. Boom, 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 boom. When you dead, they come see you, go to the funeral, right? Or the wake or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay. When you go to jail and get 10, 15 years, they mourn for you. I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna go see him every week for 3-4 months, maybe a year sometime. When you go in the graveyard,
cemetery,
they say, yeah, I'm gonna go see him all the time, right?
Yeah.
They come see you for the first year, Memorial Day, your birthday, your daughter's birthday, everything, because the novelty is still there. Right. The novelty haven't wore. The first rain you get when you're in jail, you don't get a visit. The first rain you get when you're in the graveyard, you don't get a visit. They don't want to step in the mud. So what happens is, as time progresses, this is where I'm getting to, mm-hmm. it gradually falls off, right? Mm-hmm. The reason being is because the novelty has worn off, even on the graveyard. No matter how much you love a person, the novelty wears off. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that go each and every year on somebody's birthday, but they're elite. Because if they wasn't, big as the graveyards were, they would always be crowded.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
When have you ever seen a crowded graveyard? Never. Not even on Memorial Day. When have you ever seen a crowded visiting room? Not, of course, crowded enough for people to be in there. We talking about to the point where
everybody, all the inmates, all the inmates got visitors.
All the inmates, everybody got it.
It's hard to even get that on Family Day. Yeah.
You gotta get a visit for 3 minutes because there's so many visits.
Yeah, no, it don't be like that. Yeah, no, it don't be like that.
So what I'm saying is jail is a prerequisite of death. Uh-huh. So these are the things that's going to happen when you demise.
I ain't never looked at it like that.
That's why so many people
I can see that.
Now they more prone to getting cremated after their service or whatever the case may be than they are going in the graveyard, because the graveyard is lonely. If you get cremated, people can wear your ashes, put them on a train, chain. Your people can see you every morning, whether it's you or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. That's why it's so prevalent. It ain't about money. That shit ain't about, yo, ain't got no money to bury him. Nah. Niggas don't want to be in that graveyard lonely.
Yeah.
So my father died when I was 15. Right?
Yeah.
My brother was 11 and my other brother was 9. Right? Mm-hmm. Y'all can count on my hands. Both of them, how many times I went to see my father in the graveyard. That was my guy. He was there all our life until he died. But it's not because I love him any less. It's because the novelty wore off. Now, if I had him out there with the memorial in the living room with his pictures, the canister, I'm going to tap that motherfucker every chance I get, boy, hey, boy, what's up, son? You know what I mean? It's convenient.
Yeah.
But if I got to go out King Memorial every time I turn around, I'm going to just look in the sky and shoot him a kite. Boy, I love you, boy.
You're right.
Same way they do when you in the joint. I ain't got to go up, man. I'm going to just, when he called, tell him I love him. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell him I love him. I'm going to put his picture up every once in a while on his birthday. The social media stop motherfuckers from getting gifts and everything. Now you just get a shout out.
Yeah.
Before that, on your birthday, motherfucker find you, boy. What's up, boy? You trying to? Now you just get a shout out. So, I mean, I'm just using that as an example as to how that shit works.
Yeah, either
It's
way you
literally,
did.
man, a prerequisite of death.
Mm-hmm.
You just come back. You ain't got life, you coming back. So, you know, you can recuperate whatever they done, and they gonna fake you out like they miss you so bad and all that shit. We've been through it all. But yeah, man, we touched a lot of bases and a lot of subjects, man. This is a good interview. I ain't gonna lie, home.
Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate you coming on my show. Straight like that.
Yeah,
Dosey.
man.
Yeah,
Definitely anytime, man. Wait till I come down there, man. We're gonna do the joint right beside each other. That joint will be crazy.
Yeah. All right. Whenever.
That joint will be crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, man, this it's big, man. And man, listen, I wish you all the luck, man. And I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna take this joint to another level. And like I said, you know what I mean? I can definitely give you some recommendations on guys to talk to and guys to, you know what I mean? To get up with, you know what I mean? Okay. So they can, you know, give you the real and you can get them the real, you know what I mean? Okay. And dudes definitely gonna want to hear them speak. They gonna want to, you know, hear them say what they want to say. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, man.
I definitely, man, it's an honor having you on my show.
You are now in tune with the Watts Report.
Yeah, my guy, man. And man, I look forward to having you in the in-person one.
You better say it's all love here, home.
Alrighty, man.
Don't even worry about that. Period.
Alrighty, and that concludes this session of the Watts Report. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Don't forget to like. Into that Watts Report, man.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Better stay. Peace.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, that joint was big, yo.